I really wanted a 4-door JK because I was on a business trip, rented one, and fell in love. Went with the 4-door because I have a dog, so really he's always in the back seat, and I needed that room for a passenger when I have one, and then throw him in the back and we can go exploring together. So my Jeep is an interesting build to me. So it is built to perform on rocks. I love rock crawling, so every part that is on it, it has a purpose, and it's a quality part. I learned early on that buy once, cry once. You put cheap stuff on, you're really gonna get cheap results. I've got the stock 3.8, you know, the minivan engine that doesn't get you going fast. Besides that, I have a fully rebuilt ATS transmission with the co-pilot that helps with shifting and really helps going up those I-70 hills when I'm headed out to the trails. The front axle is a Curry Rock Jock 60, ARB lockers front and rear, Synergy long arm kit, and Curry front steering, drive shafts 1350 as we make our way back. I have stock skids right now, just because when I put the Synergy long arm on, the bolts met in the same place as my old skids, so I had to go back and kind of adjust a few things, which happens a lot on this Jeep. Put one thing on, messes with another, so you kind of have to mix and match and replace. The rear axle is a Rock Jock 70 full float, 8-lug as well. Definitely beefy, and I love it. So my wheels are Beadlocks Trail Readies, 40-inch Nitto trail grapplers. I have ran Nittos since I was on 33s and just kind of worked my way up. I have never seen a tire perform as amazingly as the Nitto. People always compliment and ask, and wow, that really grips really well on the trail, no matter what terrain. If it's Colorado rock, red rock out here, out in California on the Rubicon, I've always picked Nitto. It's worked for me, and there's no reason to stray from something that is always done great. Inside the Jeep, first thing that's going to jump out at you is the Genrite cage that's been powder coated purple to match all my other accents. I have my stock seats still, but covering those are PRP seat covers. New seats wasn't really in my budget, but I knew I needed something to really kind of clean up that look, and the PRP seat covers just really topped that one off. I also have a S-Pod to operate all my lights, as well as my lockers, the lighting with the Baja. I have the 50 up front, the A-pillars, and I have the fog lights that really just kind of help me either cut through the dust with the ambers or just the wide lighting, just if I'm going around tight corners, things like that. In the rear, I have a Tuffy storage lockbox. So it's actually a drawer that pulls out. I've spent a ton of money on recovery gear. When I go topless, take the windows out, anything like that, I don't want it just hanging out. With a drawer, it's covered. There's a locking system either with a key or a code, so that's amazing to me. On top of that, I have my 10-pound power tank. I have kicker speakers, so I have some tower speakers in the rear, kind of speakers all over, new tweeters. Everything was kind of redone when I put that cage in. My body armor, up front I have some JCR narrow fender flares. In the rear I chose to go with no flares. I just, for one, like the look. Also, it's less things to really get caught up in the back when you're in that tight area. So I have the Crawler Concepts fender deletes as well as armor. And if you look closely on both sides over here, when I was rocking the 37s, it worked phenomenally. When you jump to 40s, some things just aren't gonna fit. So when you're fully flexed out, you're gonna need more room. This is actually getting fixed after EJS. Just gonna chop it some more, just give those 40s some room to just kind of grow and be able to operate their best. I have a Warren winch, 10,000 pounds. It's phenomenal. It's enough to tow me out, pull the other Jeeps out with it. It's great. My doors are the best top core doors. I prefer to use a half door. I'm short, so I sit down in the seat even when it's pumped up, and it's hard for me to see rocks and obstacles. Great on really tough obstacles. The centerpiece actually comes out, so I can really see the passenger side as well. The top I'm running is a Best Top Truck Top Glide. I picked that one because there's no zippers, the windows easily come out, I can throw them in the back, but it also fully retracts, so I can, one, show off the cage, also get a little burnt on the trails, but then push it up and just fully close it whenever I want it that shade. It gives me more options. Really, my Jeep is made to perform in any terrain, and it's what I love. It's really where I go to relax and de-stress, and I mean, you can't really help but just calm down when you're out here and just enjoy nature and what you're doing and all the obstacles you're accomplishing.